Well, I mean, I came down to print a report.
I still can't print it. It still will not recognize it.
Well, it's because Tim has this on a hidden network, and you're on. I have to get it off the hidden network.
Okay.
But I just have to print it so I can send in the reviews.
Alright. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Okay. My brain's still sleeping.
Oh.
I have Giant coming. They didn't come last week.
You need this?
No, it's they put the internet in the summer for us.
So I think I'm still in the administrative network or something. So I think this one's on it. Well, 6.5 doesn't get there, so it shouldn't matter what.
No, I don't usually know the commission. If they even be happening, which can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand how.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys.
See you later.
Legislative report.
The what?
That legislative thing from Mike Taylor. Representative.
More community?
Yeah. Just send them on home on Thursday.
There's a lot of people nights, you know.
Well, there,
Yeah. It was nice.
Brother and sister-in-law, they went to the center instead of
Did they? Yeah, they, Sherry and Joe, and we went in. First year Friday, they had sale and got rid of all the stuff. Left. And they moved the house, moved up and put it on the market.
they said that they had that plan before you passed away. So,
Yeah, I think she moved back up to her house or something like that.
I know that my sister-in-law said that she knew they had moved. I don't think they moved back to Rockville. But she said she knew they moved when there was no steps.
Okay, both of them?
Yes, but
Uh,
she had no idea how that happened. That's really bad.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was nice to see Sherry. We graduated together. I hadn't seen her for a long time, so it was nice to get caught up with her and her husband.
Morning. Morning, how are you?
Must think it's gonna be summer too.
Yeah, a little bit behind, took a little bit longer to get ready this morning. A lot.
Morning.
Good morning. Hi, Christie. Hi, Jared.
Go for next week. Morning, Ellie. All right, I've got 9 o'clock, call meeting to order with pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
All right, on the agenda, we need, as soon as Jerica is off, an executive session with Christie. And the conservation district is for next week, so I would accept a motion for the agenda as presented
Changes.
with the changes.
Second.
Okay, probably moved and seconded to approve the agenda as written with changes. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Jerica, you're up. Motion carried.
I've got,
Another order I need to get done with NAV routes for some record books. I was not able to go digital like I had hoped because CIC wanted to charge several $1,000s just to program it.
Okay.
I felt like it would be better to just get the record books and do the digital thing next year once we go live with Fiddler, because they can just build it into the program we're paying for. So I have that. The record books, I'll need 4 of them with the paper and shipping is going to be estimated with the shipping at $100, $1,781.80. And then I just have the email in there to support the numbers that I was provided. For the one that's stapled together, sorry. The other one, I just got the quote on the shipping for that first one that I seen you guys about in January, that we wanted to wait to sign this until we had the shipping, so I just provided that to get that one finished up. So that's all I have for you guys today.
And the shipping is for,
So that $500 amount, that was for the index books, because those are going to be a lot larger and a lot more of them, so the shipping is higher on that. Yeah, because I'll have 13 books with the paper to go in all of those, so.
do they charge extra to this deliver to you?
So they will deliver straight here, and it's the same either way, whether I ship it to Navrats or here.
My thought is some freight companies charge more if you don't have a pallet, if a forklift to unload or that type of thing.
Right.
I didn't know if that was the case.
No, because they usually do it standard by like UPS or
Oh,
FedEx. Yeah, they don't do the shipping freight trucks that I've noticed.
Keith and I could probably pick it up,
I would say, I mean, you can go down, if you have that situation, you can go down to household hazardous waste where they have a forklift and unload it.
Yeah, and I think theirs is just, because they're not shipping it from Navrats themselves, they're shipping it from their provider that they're having create all these books. So they still have to have the shipping in there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I move we approve the 1781.80.
I'll second.
Okay, it's probably moved and seconded to approve the amount of $1781.80, and this is for the, this isn't for the index books, this is for the record books, correct?
Record books and paper for that one.
Record books and paper for that one, and this is already budgeted and everything, so, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. And then I'd entertain a motion to approve the shipping for the index books.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, so probably moved and seconded to approve the shipping for the index books in the amount of $548. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right. Thank you, Jerica.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session for Christie. Let's get these signed real quick while you're making that motion. For non-elected personnel.
I heard, yeah.
Yep.
I'll let you get that signed.
Sorry.
Christie, you only one in. Okay.
That Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yep.
Thank you, Jerry.
Move to go into the executive session for the purpose of non-elected personnel matters, for a period of 10 minutes, beginning at 9:06. Return in this room. Will include,
Commissioner and Todd.
okay, just Christie and our attorney, obviously the commissioner will be here.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved, we go into executive session for non-elected personnel and employees matter for 10 minutes to return to this room. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
I'll read it. It'll be fun. A little more exciting.
Come on up, Joe.
My turn.
Your turn. You're the hot seat.
Actually, set the mark 35.
How are you today?
Pretty good. Beat this weather.
Great. Just great. I know that wind came up here, so you got off the chili real quick. All right, what you got for us today?
Good morning. So the rock budget is $674,920.50, and then the 4% on W Road is at $38,598.41. So recycling, they selected an applicant, but they can't start for a few weeks. So we need to work on this. They're bringing in a retired employee for a few weeks as a temp, and he's going to also train a new employee. And Peyton is going to start transitioning over to road bridge.
Oh, is he? Very cool.
Yeah, he's going to be a good addition. He's already expressed desires and willing to do the
River?
the groomer, thank you. So yeah, that's it. That's exactly what we need. We did ditching projects at 206 and X, and 222, and we also did one at 118 from E to E. It's not finished. It'll be finished either today or tomorrow. We have the bug running around the shop, so jobs are
It's been going
already
around.
stretched a little bit. But they're hauling that dirt to one of our minimum maintenance roads that needed some more help on that, like 106, building that road up too. So
Good place to get rid of it.
yeah, it's a win-win for that. They worked at W all week long. They're clearing the ditches out, and they're building up the road, not on the curve, but the other spot that needed raised up. We had 29 rows right there. So with the chip and seal, I started marking out the roads that were going to be repaired, so we can. The contractors are doing this here, but we're going to come in and fix the swamp first. We started that out. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to get that so the contractors come. Two that had a sinkhole, 138 and S7. It was replaced last week. Tube install this week. There will be a tube install at P between 254 and 262. For maintenance wise, vehicle maintenance, they're working on an end frame on the barrel bed truck, and they're setting a mower up for the landfill so we can mow out there. It's that time of season where it's going to creep up on us. And then our safety meeting was moved from this Tuesday to the 31st. because she set up some safety classes for us that are outside of our, what is it?
Keyword.
It's flaggers, yeah, it's flaggers.
Okay.
That's all that I can offer for you. Any questions?
I don't have anything as far as road work today. I haven't been having any calls, so.
Did they get some Scarifier blades on some of the equipment, on some of the graders?
You talk about over in Jason's area.
Yeah.
We discussed it, but we haven't, it'll be this week.
Okay.
And just with the bug,
Yeah.
food going on, pushing back a bit.
Okay.
We were gonna do that on Friday and but it's, but yeah, we already had it.
Okay. Cool. I don't have anything. Kind of gearing up for prep to get roads ready for for dust control.
Yeah, that's also
Kind of on your radar.
It's it's on our radar for sure.
Okay.
There's less involved now that we're giving it out, but we're gonna prep it.
So have we had many applications come in for personal?
I don't know the numbers, but there have been people coming in and I've seen stuff about it on Facebook.
Okay.
People are talking about it, not just in the.
In Alley, it was $1.30. Well, we had 10 cents.
Yeah.
$1.40 per lineal foot, not per square foot. So
I think it was $1.30.
$1.30 is what we're paying for it.
I thought it came in $1.20 for us.
Oh, maybe that's right. Yeah. And it had square foot versus lineal foot. So that would be the full width spray of the machine for every foot.
I mean, we'll take $1.20 a square foot. That's great with me.
Gotcha.
So other than that, I don't have anything.
No, we did want to go into executive session if we could, so
Yeah.
I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session.
So move to go into executive session for purposes of personnel matters, non-elected personnel, for a period of 15 minutes, starting at 9:23. Resume in this room, and Joe and our attorney and Christy will be present, along with our HR personnel, Mary, via phone.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to go into executive session for matters of non-elected personnel, employee matters. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. So when Christie comes, you just throw it on him.
We're gonna extend, so you wanna see the extension? Sure.
Entertain a motion to extend 5 minutes.
Same purposes,
Same purpose, same place.
Same time,
Second.
5 minutes.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to extend this executive session for 5 minutes. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Okay, alright, thanks, bye.
Thanks, Barry.
Did you let them know we're having a township meeting on April 6th?
No, not yet. April 6th, we're having a township meeting here at 6, and we would like the management team for Road and Bridge here to kind of hear what's going on. And yeah, we'll have the clerk's office email each one of you too, so. If you get your email the management team for Road and Bridge to let them know about the.
All right, here you go.
Okay, email each one. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, so we'll take care of some of this housekeeping real quick, alright? tax abatements here.
Good news. Yeah, I know that. Just, I don't think that was necessary for her to do that. I'll talk to her.
And this is in the sheriff's budget, is it checked? For them to hire?
I think that it's replacing somebody else.
Okay.
To my knowledge. That's an attitude. We got this packet in the mail, and they ended up updating their bylaws, so we have a resolution.
Really, what did they update? Just for,
Where the sticky note is, they just update the. They're almost identical. Some of the counties may have changed a little bit,
okay.
and
So did you look through or did you pull out the old?
yeah, when we printed.
Well, no, I'm just curious what actually they did change in here from last year to this year.
It wasn't,
Minutes reinstated effective December 9th, 2025.
I compared it to the last resolution we had was from 2005. So I compared it from 2005.
Well, they didn't send us one of these last year? I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. Before I sign something, I want to know what actually was changed in here in the bylaws.
Who's it from?
K-Works.
Well, I thought the resolution was just a form resolution. It was said it or not.
Well, and I understand that, but it says a resolution accepting the amended and restated bylaws and interlocal cooperation agreement. So, like I say, before I sign something like that, I'd like to know exactly what they did change, rather than,
Well, the interlocal agreement, I think, is separate
from the bylaws.
well, the bylaws and the interlocal agreement are the governing thing that creates the entity,
Sure.
I think. So, what I guess if you guys aren't in the interlocal, I guess I just don't know if you guys are in the interlocal or not. The resolution itself, I thought, was just an approval of being in the system for then. But if, I mean, the only thing I know how to do is, if you're concerned about that, is to go back and look at the whole thing from stem to stern. Look at the amended.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But it says here in this, they amended and restated the bylaws effective December 9th, 2025. My only question is,
What's changed?
what's changed? before I sign something like that, I want to know what's changed.
And they didn't send that to you, or they didn't send you, they just sent you, but they send you anything about the bylaws.
The whole bylaw.
This whole bylaw packet with no highlight as to what has changed.
Maybe that's, could you communicate with them and see, say, do you have like a track change document or, changes?
And if we are not in the interlocal agreement, why would we have to be signing a resolution for that change?
Well, yeah, I don't know for sure. The only thing is that they set up these groups as sometimes the interlocal is between state agencies and some other
Sure.
parties, not necessarily you, and you're able to join without me, / an interlocal full participant. So, that's,
The 2005 resolution says the interlocal agreement and bylaws.
okay. So you guys are in there for 2005. So yeah, the only thing I can think of, like I said, is to see if they have like a summary of the changes.
That's what I would like to see, I think, before I sign this resolution. I don't like to sign something that I don't know that somebody has amended and changed without knowing what was amended and changed, even if it really is, just one word. I mean, it's just not.
Well, it would have had been, that's the thing, because the bylaws and the agreement would have to be voted on by the interlocal board or however that.
Well, yeah, binding by the board,
So,
which is all, let's staff director, let's see a board on here, but,
well, I mean, they
I'm
can't,
surprised they didn't put an explanation to it.
yeah,
yeah, that's,
I'm just, like I said, I just don't like to sign something before I know what I'm signing.
but every year you guys sign up for this every year, or is it something that just is coming?
Well, according to Tara, the last resolution we had was 2005 for this.
But they send you a new statement or something, right, because you're paying for coverage in workers' comp. And this seems to me to be like a prospectus from an investment company, and then you're still paying your $1,000 a month or whatever to invest. So, yeah, but I think your question is valid. Let's see if they have some kind of drill down so that you can figure out what's changed, and if not, we'll, what we can do is go through it ourselves.
And it might just, like I say, it might just be some innocent one-word thing, but I still want to know what I'm signing before I do sign this, so let me give that back to you. Could you check into that for us, if you would, please? All right, we have communication from Judge Merek.
So I'm reading right backwards, it says 2025, down to bottom, 48, number 48, Fulton Hoyt cases. And then 281 tribal police.
And that's done nothing but increase since 2023.
Right, but what's 281 what? I don't see that number listed above. 242, 275. And tribal police are bringing these.
I'm going to guess, and we need some clarification on that from Judge Merek, but I'm going to guess that that's 281 cases that they're bringing in.
Non-misdemeanors. I don't think this includes misdemeanors.
Correct.
These are all felony cases.
So, yeah, we need a little more clarification on just what that last number is on there. And I understand his concern, but there again, as he pointed out, with our tax revenue, it's not good trying to increase the number of people in the attorney's office right now. I mean, we're going to have to do something, and as far as I think possibly, we can go about with grant writing if there's grants available. But it's going to be tough budget time trying to figure out how to do that, so we'll have to look at that.
Yeah, I'd like to have a conversation more in depth with them about it, but I'll be glad to reach out to Representative Abraham and visit with him again about diverting some of the casino funds that come in to the state back to counties that have casinos for
Law enforcement.
law enforcement and attorney for prosecution of these cases.
Yep.
He wrote some legislation that died, and it won't go anywhere this year because they're about done. But I'll be glad to reach out to him.
Well, we'll get all of our legislators on board with something like that because it's going to have to happen through them. So. All right. We're also presented just one copy of each one of these from Nemaha County and Osage County on ambulance services. That's the biggest one I was looking for right there. So, Nemaha County is operating on an auto renew, and this year, $502,400, and they also provide facilities, which is something we need to think about too on that. And Osage County is operating on $767,169, and they provide facilities. Yeah, they are. They are building a new building for them.
that was an item that was sent to us to see if we wanted to purchase it.
I'd say it's already in there. Why are we gonna- If he wants to put it in, put it in. Live again, I mean, it's a resolution from back in 2015.
Illustration of.
Pit bulls, Stafford bulls, American pit bulls, blah, blah, blah. But
He's asking permission to put it in there. If you want it, put it in. It's
Who should
bad.
pay for it? I mean-
You will.
I don't see why we're gonna put it in, the resolution's already in place, been there for 10 years, so. Thank you for that explanation. All right, yeah.
Where did this come, somebody put it in?
Now Dave Pals is asking if we want it published. Yes, it's an ad.
Why would we?
Is this something we already used, this mock solutions, or is that just an advertisement we got sent to us?
I just saw it basket, I don't know.
Okay. All right, what is that for mock solutions for printer?
I don't think so.
Could be a king mail.
Right, I don't think it's. What we can do is we can put it on our Facebook page, social media, to alert people that,
That'll work.
hey, just gonna make you aware, these animals per this resolution need to be X, Y, Z with the sheriff.
And I don't think we need this color cleaner since we already have our tube cleaner we purchased. Resolution for, we want to participate in Men's Health Month. All right, it's 10 o'clock, go out. What do you got, Todd?
Status of a couple things. Letters out to our EMS to get financials. There's going to be a copy of that. It's just pretty straightforward. Since I did it last year, I'll just have the same information this year.
Okay.
Talking about the mid-state contract, I did find one that was in our file, so. Looks like it was done 2021, August 16th, 2021. So, if, I don't know if you guys want to see that first, or well, we got the base contract here, it's just probably amended it for months.
Okay. One, you've got it on PDF.
I can get it.
If you do, I just need to see it online, that way we save a tree.
Okay. I'll do that. Pat asked me to look at this peak performance agreement. This is basically a maintenance agreement. Covers AC, microwaves, AC, and heaters. So I didn't see a problem with it. I just didn't have his email. I think it was okay, so I give it to you.
Yes.
Stuff that bit here.
Okay.
The personnel policy for road and bridge I had some comments on that. You want me to email that around because it's probably some questions more about clarity than anything else. I mean, I can't turn it off or read it like a lawyer, and so I have more questions.
Sure.
Like, what does clock in mean? Because it isn't very clear to me that they're actually, what I think clocking in is going to the time clock and punching the card. I don't think that's what we're doing, right?
I think Mary's has an app for each employee that they can utilize, or there's another way if they don't have technology they can use.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it just says, clock in like everybody understands what that means. So, that's the kind of thing that,
I would say on that you would probably need to get with Mary on that because I think she's the one who kind of updated all that as the HR person. So I would contact Mary. Now she's not in the office today, of course. So
yeah, and that, I get some more response.
Yeah.
They just, from the outside looking in, those are some things that you would, just my brain picks up because it's, you don't really, it doesn't really say what it means, and so it's assumed that somebody actually puts the clock, and later on there's a dispute, stupid, it's just the way you push the clock. So, I think that was, most of it is fine, it's just, and do they keep a daily log sheet, or they're supposed to, is that what that is? It said something about time cards. I mean, that's not a time card, right?
So they have a sheet that they're supposed to fill out at the end of the day. I think Eric can explain probably better than I can, but they basically fill out this sheet and it's supposed to go in, or they're delivering those once a week, Eric?
Yeah, so I mean, mentally I go, that's a daily log, right? It's a log sheet, daily log, whatever you call it. But, I mean, I guess that's an omelet picture.
So if
Everybody
they,
calls it a time card. And that's fine.
if the employee has the capability for an app to be put on so that they can clock in, clock out, do we have the authority to require that they use that app?
that's just what I'm looking at right here because I know that's going to come up.
Thoughts?
And it says that yes, you can if it's a condition of employment. So that should
Yeah, I
be put
mean, that's a
into
policy decision. Right?
That's policy.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing I'm kind of aiming for is that we're always, I'm getting these subscript level, which is after the violation occurred, and somebody says, well, I clocked in on whatever, on the log sheet, time sheet, whatever, that I didn't punch the app.
Part of the problem also has been that employees believe that if they get their quarter till and they go start the machine and they start do the walk around, that means they can leave 15 minutes early too. It's not what that means.
Your time to clock in is
Correct.
when you're supposed to clock in.
Well, I think that honestly that is covered in here also as far as in the daily schedule.
There's time in their schedule, I thought I read that. They had,
Yes.
you know, they're not supposed to be out until, they show up at 8, they're not supposed to be out at 8 until 8:30 because they're checking their equipment.
8:15 or 7:15 if it's not cold weather. If they're starting a piece of equipment, they need to let it warm up a little longer. 7:30.
So just, if I'm being more, I guess, strict than it needs to be, tell me that that's kind of what I can go ahead and just respond directly and say, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I didn't have a good feel for how they were doing some of these things.
Well, like I said, so, and I had looked at this previously as far as the clock in, clock out, because I know the school district does it, and it's no big deal. You clock in, you clock out, and boom, you're done. I would probably make sure to ask the questions of this app and make sure we have it in black and white. There is no GPS tracking with this app. It's none of that kind of crap. It's just you're clocking in, you're clocking out, and that's all there is to it. They're not not tracking you, they're not doing anything. And also make sure that there is no, any kind of a after hours messaging, emails, anything like that, either through the app or personally, between management and any of the employees.
You're saying that there can't be?
There cannot be after hours because it is, and they're calling them on their personal phone, you can pay them for it.
Well, don't you have call back policy? On call?
Well, if they need to call them out to go out there, then they're gonna be on the clock anyway.
Yeah, that's,
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying for a situation like that,
okay.
if they're just sending out a mass text or a mass email or whatever, theoretically, you have to pay them for that time that they're reading it, that they're doing it. That's all I'm saying. If you look at what's
Most
this
the
says.
restrictions on management did that, I guess, right?
Right.
So that's,
I mean, if they send out a mass text that says, hey guys, we're starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow because we've had a gas leak at the building. Okay, fine. That's just informational. But if they ask them to do something, if they ask them to do, come in a half an hour early, something like that, then that, what they're saying here is you read that text, you read that email, and they can charge you for that time. You have to pay them for the time that they're reading it. So I'm just throwing that out there. We got to be careful. Something like that. There was some law down here, or some not law, excuse me. Some opinions down here from some of the labor laws that they're looking at. And Kansas is kind of a different one. California and Texas, you can't make them do anything. Kansas State does not have legally broad laws for that. So,
yeah, well,
and we have a bunch of armchair lawyers that are going to try and do that. So, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, well, I would say, as a policy matter, I think it's correct to say, number one, the only time anybody should be called individually, directly, it should be called back or on call, like it's in the policy. So they're being called back to work. So your general messages, gas leak, don't come in until 8 or whatever, or happy holidays, day off, whatever. That's good. I guess I'm not seeing where otherwise it would be substantive such that it would be an individual communication, right? So that, are you doing like 5 guys who say, okay, you're a damn soldier, remember to do X?
If Matt or Joe or Scott needs to text an employee and say, hey, we got a situation, this is what it is, you need to come in a half hour early. And I can't believe that hasn't been done over the years. And nobody's said anything about, well, you gotta pay me that 37 seconds that it took me to read that text.
I'm just saying we just got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Yeah,
That's all I'm
that
saying.
doesn't track with what I know.
So,
The GPS tracker, that would be more of a thing that we need to look at, double check and make
what
sure.
GPS tracker?
That's what I'm saying. I want to make sure that
Yeah, what?
the app that we're using,
Or it's currently being used
is
by the
currently
county.
being used, does not have any kind of a GPS
Can you
tracker on
verify
it, any of that crap. So
So
that's all I'm
it's
saying.
recording where the time clock is at, right?
Yes.
Because your phone constantly.
Because if I remember right, Mary said that we can set up geofences around an area that they have to be in that area to clock in, clock out, so they can't clock out from home.
Yeah, so that means
Right.
they're making the pinging that data, it's just whether or not
Yes.
you guys can access it.
And we gotta be, what I'm saying is we gotta be very sure and explain to them and make sure that they don't think that they're being tracked with a GPS signal. That somebody's watching them at every second, 24 hours a day. That's all I'm saying, right? I just wanna make sure that they can understand that when they're in the geofence, the Hoyt area, the bridge yard, out at the dump, or the break out of the yard, that they're clocking in there and they're clocking out there so that they're not clocking out
No, I
20
understand
minutes
how it
after
works.
they leave.
Just, all you have to do is call Mary, and she can verify that.
That's what I'm saying, because I think that when we go roll out this policy, that we need to make
I
it
don't think
very
we need to
clear.
roll out any kind of policy as
What-
far as,
Are we not?
here's what your options are.
Yep.
If you have technology that will handle this, you need to put this on your phone and do it. I mean, we already have employees currently using the app. We're not gonna make separate policy for road and bridge.
We're looking at that right now.
Separate policy just for road and bridge?
It says right here, revised road and bridge procedures. Is that for the county or is
These
that the
aren't, these
policy?
aren't, this isn't policy that we're changing in our handbook. These are procedures. Look, folks, here's the procedures that you're gonna follow specifically for road and bridge. These aren't, in my knowledge, what Mary is doing is not changing the handbook.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, let's be prepared for the questions that are going to be asked.
If they have questions about it, Mary will be available to answer those questions. That's what she does.
And that's all I'm saying is, let's
I'm
be
sure she is prepared. I mean, you're wanting somebody to prepare for something that's already being done. She's already doing it. And Tara, how many employees in the courthouse currently use that?
Everybody.
Everybody. So
How many
has
employees
anybody
are
come to
using
you,
it?
has anybody come to you and said, I don't want you tracking me?
Not that I
Okay,
How many employees at Road and Bridge are currently using that?
I don't know.
I know there's one employee who has.
I can't answer that question.
But they don't use the clock in and out, but they have the app on their phone.
So all I'm saying is, Keith, let's be prepared for the questions that are going to be answered. Now, like you said before, I'd rather be prepared and know ahead of time some of the questions that are going to be asked, so I have the answers right
I
there.
think Mary is prepared. She's prepared to answer.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right,
Let's be
perfect.
prepared for that.
Okay.
We were communicating with Vance Brothers about it. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that in executive session. I'm still kind of getting into it, I haven't got to it.
Is there more to it than what we left off last week?
Not really, I mean, I'm just trying to be kind of super thorough here and not leaving, the complaints are not violations of the law. I'm taking it to the nth degree a little bit, so.
You haven't responded to their attorney?
No, I haven't responded to their attorney yet, but the rules about, how you actually do the bidding process, it's unusual only in the sense that I'm not used to having statutes that say how you bid.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it, so.
And the way I always understand it, the 5 years I've been here,
Yeah.
we are not required as a county to take low bid.
No, I think your discretion is very broad.
It is.
Yeah, even though it's statutory, it's very broad in the sense that the bid process it's very difficult for you to be reaching it without an arbitrary action that this is corrupt or obviously wrong. And the idea that they made an error in the bid that was obvious and they be allowed to correct it, that's not a problem. There's no such thing as ex parte contact after the bid is over. So, and more to the point of, I guess, the question being, do I prepare something to respond to them that really lines it out and says, this is what we're going under, this is why you're wrong, versus, just going to shrug and say, well, if you want to get serious, we'll wait till whoever, Tim Resner from Freedom Haynes and Ford's contact us as a legal dispute. Because I think that's really what would be a kickoff. Is normally a demand letter would be from the attorney.
I don't have a problem with you just responding to his allegations and saying,
Yeah.
No, I'm going to include the attorney in it. I'm supposed to, but I don't have to. treat it like he's the one communicating to you. I think there's some more work to be done on that, and I'll share that correspondence with you.
Okay.
Before I send this. I think that's what I got, so how about you?
We would have the,
I've got nothing.
we could request, from the sheriff's department and from TAC, ambulance service, some sort of log showing how many calls they ran. The sheriff's department probably tracks or keeps track of that along with that. I just want to verify how many runs they're making that are county related.
Okay, so just raw numbers, you're not needing,
I want them listed out. I mean, how many, they're called transfers are you doing?
transport?
Transports, transfers, they'll go to a whole hospital, transport somebody, transfer them to children's mercy.
I think that is under the umbrella of Tex Inc., but I don't think that is actually Tex Inc. If I remember right, it's got a different name to it. It's got Tex Inc. on the side of the transfer vehicles, but I don't think that it's Tex Inc. It's Tex Inc.'s transfer or something like that. So they ought to be able to separate that out easily, I would think.
Well, and I'm slicing it here because the idea that has a lot of come in too is that people kind of want locations and persons picked up at the stop, at the call, like emergency call to this street in Bolton for Mary Sue. And that's a level of detail they don't like to go into because of a certain point.
I don't want that. I think we just want the number of runs that they made, correct?
Yeah,
What you're asking
it's probably easy to for them to separate, I'm assuming, calls to a residence to pick somebody up and take them to the hospital versus what is your hospital. Right?
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that is a separate entity of Tex Inc. I think it's under the Tex Inc. umbrella, but
Yeah.
it's a separate business.
Contract.
What would it be called if it's not TAC?
No, I said I think it's a separate business. It's an offshoot of Tex Inc. I think it's Tex Inc.'s transport or something like that. So and that's what I said was they should be able to pull those out easily. They shouldn't. That should not be included in what you're asking for.
Yeah, well, it's still under the contract. That's what you pay them. You pay them for the transfer. You just pay somebody else instead of EMS, whatever specific, right? Is that what you're saying? Because I think it's, as I recall, that's what they charge the county for those transports, right?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think so.
I'd have to read the contract.
I think there's different kinds of transfers. So like, if a person calls 911 because they have abdominal pain, they take them to Bolton Hospital, and then they run tests and they realize it's outside of their level of care, and they need to
And they
be
should
transferred
use
somewhere
somewhere
else.
Yeah.
I think that kind of falls under the county's contract.
Yes.
But if it's somebody who needs a transfer from the VA to St. Luke's or something, that's what they're separate.
That's what their separate entity is.
Transfer program is that they run outside of the county
Yes.
services. They also have like secure transport, which is not even an ambulance service,
Right.
it's like a car service,
For like prisoners or something like that, I believe,
not necessarily.
for the secure. So there's all kinds of different things that are falling under that umbrella, but I still believe that they can pull out those that are not in the county contract and give us the data on that.
Okay, so you're wanting that request.
I'd also like a definition on this particular contract. It would be the third page back, it says rates and charges. I'd like a definition of their acronyms that they're using, BLS, non-merged, BLS, emerge, ALS. What do those mean? TX, no transfer, transport.
Well, it's basic life saving and advanced life saving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know what the other parts.
and then I'd also like to know, there's a lot of things going on. How much are they getting reimbursed for these transfers? And how much are they getting reimbursed from insurance for these calls,
Didn't we get that? I thought that was a question last time. We got it or not. I thought we did. Or at least they only had the general
yeah.
kind of,
It was,
Balance
it was
sheets.
very general. Yeah, very general.
because you could tell what insurance is paying in and what you guys are paying on the gross level.
Mhm.
You can't really tell if we're running.
Okay. That's,
Usually they come by to meet you guys. Would that be part of this?
Yeah, I mean, when we start negotiations, of course it would be, yeah. So that's why we want to try and get a jump on that and the other contracts we discussed earlier, the mid-states and hams. So, did you find anything on hams?
Oh, I must have spaced out. I didn't look for
Okay.
I think there's another, is it a gravel or is it something different?
For gravel,
I remember
2020? And is there an expiration date on that one?
I can take a look, see if we did that. Maybe before they sign.
Anything in for? That's good.
It's August 16th, 2020. That's what I'm looking at. I don't have to sign it.
This is the
Can I hold these?
yeah, you can put those right there.
I'll take note of what those
Okay.
files. That's it. So anything else?
I can't think of anything. You guys got any more?
One more on. About this topic.
Alright. We'll see you later.
Get to ask Kieffaber. She's asking me.
Okay, well, I'll go up there right
So are these,
now. He's the boss.
what? This is just what the county owns?
Yes.
So why is I thought that the one in Metawaska, if this is the same one, I thought that that was the sheriff's department that owned that little piece of ground up there.
There is, but any of those ones that didn't sell on that last tax sale were in that file too. And I haven't looked through that.
I think there were just two of them. That's why I was looking at this one here for 79 Pennsylvania. It's on our, in here also. But I thought there were just two things that didn't sell on the tax sale, wasn't there? Was it two or three? I didn't recall that this was a 709 Pennsylvania was a part of it, but we need to look into that. I'm curious about that one. That shows the house. Just called it up and shows the house. So,
See if it doesn't pass, I did not look at this one.
Okay.
So I can't answer your questions.
but some of these are towers, so on and so forth. But that stack just looks like an awful lot for the county to handle. Yeah. Like I said, I thought the one up in Netawaka was, the sheriff had that one. And he said he wanted to keep it, so.
Right, that's the one that, in case he ever wanted to have a substation, he would
Yes.
have that property.
So that's what I was wondering, should that, because since it says county, would it be the county or would it be the sheriff's department? I don't know. Or would it be-
I think it's.
It's all county property.
Okay, so then some of this stuff would just be separated out for the sheriff to pay, like as far as for the, or does he, do we pay property taxes on these?
I don't believe we pay any property tax on it.
I was just saying, I'm the sheriff's after,
Well, since he's just valuation, some of them just assessed value zero, some of them didn't have some property. on them.
so they're exempt.
That is,
Yeah.
okay.
That's, it's exempt.
Okay, so,
It's, it's a big one, so.
and this is the one here that I think is the sheriff's. And this shows us a vacant lot also, but it looks like it's got a house on it, unless there's one in between. Oh, is that where? Okay, yeah, that's where the house was that they took down. I didn't realize that was smaller.
So that's,
So the answer to that question.
the ones where, and Jamie's name on it upstairs, a lot of taxes on it now.
Okay.
Because they had so many specials and that's why it was so high.
Anybody want to see these?
Okay.
So Reese's probably keeping track of that. 6 months is up, but we can keep those one properties back out still. October.
It's not,
Was it October? It was October. Yeah. It's October, but they're running taxes, so April, it's the next month. So they could probably get those ones back out for sale bids.
there's,
Sorry.
sorry. There's that. Did we want to do anything with the resolution for men's health? Ambulance contracts. Could you, email me, I think you did email me our current ambulance contract, didn't you?
Maybe I can email those.
Yeah, if you would, so I can kind of look at them and compare them. I would appreciate it.
Will we need his help with the sealed bids for those properties?
Yeah,
What's that?
I think
I said
next month will be 6 months.
the properties that didn't sell in 6 months, we would just go bid them.
Yeah, I gotta look up the statute on that, so
We were just talking about it.
that is gonna be interesting.
Well, I think they'll sell, take the taxes off of them. I found a file from
2015, we did sealed bids. And saved it when we were in bids. In case we need to.
Yeah.
So we can reference it if we need to.
Did we have any more information from the tribe than you?
Well, I think what I know, still looking, I mean, Scott didn't do, well, Scott was gonna give me kind of the list,
You did not?
or a map or whatever the final
The
was.
maps were in here, but then somebody came and picked them up. They were on your desk when I left on last week.
They were supposed to be,
Yes.
did they go out the road bridge?
Road Bridge brought them back in, that's what Joe went out. So I don't know if somebody came and got them or what.
Yeah, I was just thinking,
Jennifer came and picked them up.
Who?
Oh, Jennifer came and
I
got
think I
them.
said, ask for copies of
They
those.
were supposed to go to Todd.
I know, I left them here for Todd that day.
Yeah.
And she came and got them later that week. I'm guessing because they needed highlighted, because we
Yeah.
wanted the highlights on.
Well, there's one that needed a highlighted version. So,
Well, you wanna run out there on your way home and see if they've got them out there, or
You know where that building is?
no.
straight out, go, turn north at the stoplight, turn north, and you'll see the big green building out on the west side of the road, up on top of the hill. It's out on, the next road you go to.
Just give him the address, so the GPS, you're gonna go about, you're making stare and speak.
You're about 2
You're
miles
gonna go
out.
about 3 miles north.
See the gas tanks and
The crossroads
Turn
is
left, house full, and.
what's the crossroad, 27,
246.
246, thank you.
Okay, good deal. I'll see if anybody's got anything.
24569 US 75, you can't miss it.
And Terry, it might be a good idea to just call out there and let him know he's coming, and see if they have it prepared, save him a trip, I'm just saying.
Hey Mary, this is Tara. Jennifer came and got some maps last week that were due for Todd. Are they ready for him to pick up? So, do you know if you highlighted on them or anything? They picked them up, but they don't know if he highlighted or not. They're looking at, they're going
Save your trip, I don't know if there's any reason to go get them if they're not.
They're gonna call back here in a second.
Okay, well, you got mine. So. write this down. If they're not ready, ring me. Yes, I will anyway.
All right, see you later, thank
All
you.
right, you guys have a good day, stay warm.
I did make contact with Mr. Griea last week. He indicated that when I spoke to him about the position, he indicated that he would accept it. So, I'm going to take formal action.
Yeah, move that we approve, the hiring of, Steve Gray.
Griea. Griea. All right, we both got it wrong.
At the current rate of
$30.
$30 an hour is what we offered him, and, he's a new administrator for, so.
Okay, it's properly moved and seconded to approve the hiring of Steve Duryea for zoning administrator at the rate of $30 an hour. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carried.
When can he start?
I believe next week is what he kind of indicated when I talked to him on Monday.
Okay, we need to get him nailed down on the date so that Kate can be prepared.
Yep.
And the room's ready to go.
So you'll contact him?
I think that they've already started.
I kind of indicated we need to get a hold of Kate and Christie in the clerk's office so we can get it coordinated what
Do
we
you
want
know
to do.
what day he's planning on showing up?
I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. This week.
He said he had some time that he needed
Whenever
to take off,
whenever the, meeting is in the evening, is that this week? Is it next? No, I guess.
I think it's next week. You're talking about the township?
No, the zoning,
so. Oh, zoning meeting, yeah, that's this week, I believe.
it's this week.
And Thursday night?
Yes. Is it this week? The
I'd
26th?
have to look at that.
April
I
9th.
think it is.
I say that once, not twice.
April 9th. It's like next month, so. So are they having a work session on the 26th? That might be, I'm not
You
sure.
just past date.
Yeah.
That was my understanding. He was coming in.
Day ahead of time.
Yeah.
To attend that meeting.
Yes.
All right, has everybody read their minutes from March 16th, 2026?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve, well, is there any corrections for the minutes?
Lonnie is county commissioners. Well, Todd's headed out there. Yep. Yes. So. Okay, anything. It appears to be highlighted, but Joe's, they also called Joe back to double check it.
Verify, okay. Okay, are there any corrections for the minutes of March 16th, 2026? If there are none, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of March 16th, 2026 as written.
So moved.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the minutes of March 16th, 2026 as presented. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Any further business coming for us today?
I just have one thing I'm gonna bring up, I don't know, I think I've brought this up before, but, the budget is coming, and I think we have to have a real conversation about, obviously, our two largest budget items are the sheriff's department, road and bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Road and bridge is a couple $100,000 more. Are there things at road and bridge that can be done by subcontractors to save us money? We put in 52 crossroad tubes last year. Can that be done cheaper with a subcontractor than with employees?
Well, we'd have to see some numbers first. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no other way to do that. So if we did that, are you talking cutting employees? Because,
Absolutely.
Okay, so the employees that are doing that job are being pulled off of elsewhere to do that job. So how do you balance that out for
What
what
do you
you're?
mean they're being pulled off? There's, under Matt's purview, he has
Yes.
6 employees.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so.
So they're being pulled off of Matt's crew to go over here and do that rather, I mean, so what I'm saying is, okay, go ahead.
What do you mean they're being pulled off of Matt's crew to go do something?
Well, I don't, they're under Matt's purview, so he's assigning them to do this job here. Clean
They're not-
tubes, clean ditches, pick up ditches, whatever, okay? So, do we, go ahead.
If we're not digging bridges out that Norfolk is coming to replace, because we don't replace bridges,
Mhm.
we only do crossroad tubes. If we hire a subcontractor, or Norfolk will bring their own equipment and dig out a bridge, they'll backfill, they can do all that work. If a crossroad tube needs to be replaced, can we have a subcontractor in place that can do that work instead of having employees to do that? So I don't have every detail worked out. I'm just trying to look at what can we do, and are there ways to save money by using subcontractors?
Sure.
And if under Matt's crew, the specialty crew, if you've got 6 people plus him, and 3 of those, if you could do the cleaning of the tubes with the water, you could still do some ditch cleaning with fewer employees, those types of things. Does it make sense to take a look at that?
Sure, and like I said, what I would like to look at is the numbers, what subcontractor would charge us for something like that, if the subcontractor could do it in a timely fashion, and what the economic impact would be for the community, kind of taking those dollars out of the community. That would be
Taking those dollars out of the community?
those wages out of the community. That's something that you need to look at too, is the economic factor on that, right?
We can have Mary put together what it costs for an employee,
Sure.
and we'll know those numbers, including insurance. We can reach out to a couple of local contractors. Again, I don't have all the answers, but sitting down with Road and Bridge, having a conversation, okay, it takes 4 hours to do a 18-inch tube versus a 5-foot tube. It takes, those are all numbers that Matt can give us.
Mhm.
I would still want Matt to be on site to observe, make sure things are being done. He doesn't have to stand there the whole time, but he's still going to be the supervisor of those. It's very similar to what water districts do now.
Sure. Like I said, I would like to see that economic impact that it would cause for taking those wages out of circulation for the county.
I don't know how you come up with that.
We can figure it out. I mean, you see that all the time, so it shouldn't be that difficult. We'll figure that out.
I just want to be able to take a look at it. I'm not saying that's exactly what has to be done, but if we're not looking at these budgets and figuring out what we can and can't do without, I think it just needs to be done.
Sure, we can look at it. But one of the things that, and here again, I've seen, speaking from experience, once you put out work and bid it out to a contractor, it's not necessarily the same quality work you're going to get from having your own employees. I mean, I've seen that for years now.
I mean, it could be better.
It could be better, and it could be a whole hell of a lot worse too. I've seen that. That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna have to look at the pluses and the minuses on something like that too. We're gonna have to weigh everything out. But no, we can look at anything. Anything's on the table. So let's take a look at it. Let's see if we can get some numbers together and see what it looks like.
Just want to bring that up, that I have had that conversation with Scott and Joe,
Mhm.
so that they can kind of put some numbers together. I know Shawnee County successfully eliminated all the people who do mowing and went with a contractor to do all their park mowing. And it actually was better work, and it was a very successful program. They went with a contractor that could provide that service. And if they didn't do it up to snuff, they didn't pay them until they came back and finished the work.
Mhm.
So anyway, just bring that up.
All right. Anything else today? All right, there's nothing else coming forward today, to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to adjourn this meeting. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right, good meeting today, guys. Thank you.
So we said Scott Bowden.
What's that?
Scott. Kieffaber.
Burned his arm, burned his hand, burned his face.
And he was throwing.
I think he was burning pasture. It was Dustin that was on there.
Oh, Dustin was using.
Yeah.
Or Justin.
Justin was using gas and diesel and threw it on and just hauled him right back.
That's too bad.
I don't know how that heat is.
He's back home now.
Scott was burning his own passion or something.
Yeah. And the wind switched and turned and caught him, so.